What's going on, everybody? My name's Derek. Welcome to my channel. We're also on Patreon, and we have a Facebook group. Both links are in the description. So I wanted to do a video that I'm calling Pet Peeve. Now, a few videos ago, I posted a thing called Rant, and I ranted about blinkers, how people don't use them, and how they should, and how annoying it is. And I got funny feedback, and it was awesome. But I got a few comments too that, were correct in saying that's a pretty chill rant. Just kind of laughing about it. Like, I agree with you, but that was pretty laid back for a rant. And you're right. So I think it was mistitled because a rant for me has an aggressive connotation where you're going to come and, man, you're really spilling out some opinions and you're getting heated. That's not my style. But I do have plenty of pet peeves that do annoy me. So rather than saying rant, we're going to call it pet peeves. So today's pet peeve is parking. Another thing that relates to driving and people that don't know how to do it. But this is a little extra selfish because I think parking, we're all trying to work together here. We all are trying to do the same things. We're trying to go to the store. We're trying to get to the closest parking spot. But we have boundaries, white lines, right? It's not asking a lot that you only take the space needed. And the parking lines are pretty wide. There's plenty of room for your car. Even if you have a big truck, you have enough room. But some people are maybe in a rush. In my opinion, they might be a little ignorant. They just come in sideways. They hang over a line, make it impossible for another space to be used. And to me, that's selfish. It's like, why can't you just take a little bit of effort and just turn into a parking spot and park and stay in your lane? It's not a lot to ask of you or anyone else that does this. So I'm going to pull up a picture here so you get an example of what I'm talking about. Boom. Now, this was pulled off Google. I have no idea where this was, but I did go out and black out all the license plates that I could see because I'm not here to put out people's information. But this couldn't be a better example of what I am talking about. Now, in this situation, obviously it's a Corvette. So to me, what I have to assume is that person just doesn't want their car to be dinged. Another person's door slams into them. So I can agree with this person that I don't trust anyone else. Driving, I don't trust people. Parking, I would also be scared of having my car hit by another door. So in that situation with a car like that, there's been times where I've seen that very thing, but it's the furthest parking spot available. It's way, like, if it's Walmart, it's like the back line, the furthest walk to the door where no one's really parking, and they take two spots like that. Typically they back in, and it's obvious that they are just trying to protect their car. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. If you want to do it that way and sacrifice location and deliberately just pick the furthest spot away, basically saying, I know this is weird. I know that I'm being selfish and taking up two spots, but I spent $100,000 in this car and I don't trust anyone to ding my door. So I'm going to take two spots to give my car some space. And you do that in the furthest place in the parking lot, I'm cool with that. Okay. I understand. I agree with you. I wouldn't want my car damaged either. But to do it here, come on, people. What's even worse is when you see this and it's a a 1998 Chevy Impala. It's like, that is beat up, and clearly it wouldn't matter if someone dinged it. That's when I really, like, I want to go to my car and try to find something to write with and write on and write a note and put it in a kind of an asshole kind of note and put it in their windshield wiper. I never do that, but man, I feel like it. It irks me to no end. It drives me crazy to see people park like this. And I don't get it. I don't understand why people just cannot pull in regularly. But hey, in this situation, as the picture you're looking at, this must have been someone that just wanted to not protect their car, you know. But even then, he's crooked. Really? You've given yourself twice the amount of space, but you couldn't cut hard enough to then at least go in straight. Come on, man. Or woman. Who knows? I have a feeling it's a dude. I know there's these ongoing jokes about women driving. That's a guy. I just know it is. Much like all these videos, I read the comments, and I love hearing more of your pet peeves. Again, we're not going to call these rants anymore. We're just going to call these pet peeves. And to go back to the blinker one, I'm going to take this picture down. Some of the other ones or when people added their comments to it, it was fun to read, and they came up with some good ones. And I got a lot of comments that said, I don't trust it when they do use a blinker. For context, if you haven't seen the last video I released, it's about people that don't use the blinker. When you're trying to pull out and there's a car coming from your left and you want to pull out, whether you're going right or left, doesn't matter. But you're waiting for that car to pass, and then you go. But when they slow down and they turn, they're therefore giving you the clearance, like, oh, I can go now. But they do it without a blinker. It's annoying. If you would have put your blinker on, I would have known that I could go. But a lot of you make great points, and I agree with you, and I've found myself doing the same thing. I see that blinker, and I don't trust it. Now I'm still wait, and I have to wait until I see the front end of that car start moving in that direction. Moving. And then I'm like, okay, that person is officially turning now, and I go. So, and I think it's just because, you know, there's some poor drivers out there, and we've all seen it. We've all seen that car with the blinker go right by you. Then you're like, well, I'm glad I didn't go. So you're kind of stuck. It's like you have to just wait. And then I'm always afraid that the person behind me is like, dude, the blinker's on, go. The car is slowing down, the blinker is on, go. And I want to say, don't trust this person. Don't trust them. Oh, now they're turning. The wheels have turned and heading in the direction for the curb that puts them up into the parking lot. Okay, I'll go. Another part of that rant / pet peeve was people driving in the left lane slowly, move to the right. So please, I'll try to figure out or pick another pet peeve that's not dealing with driving. It's not going to be long for me to put out a list of pet peeves I have plenty of them. And it's all in good fun. That's why I'm not calling these rants. I don't hate you if you don't know how to park, but I don't want to be your friend. That's all. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Again, check out our Facebook group. It's Derek Mishu, link in the description. And we have a Patreon page if you'd like to help support the channel. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.